All right, everybody, welcome back to the Scallywags channel. If you're new to the channel, what we do here is we teach people how to fix boats. And if for the boat owners out there watching us, on the weekends, we also teach boat owners how to fix boats. So technicians are during the week, boat owners on the weekend. But quick update on Lady M status. We got our new Vetus water lift muffler. For those of you who didn't see kind of some of the previous clips we did, our issue here is that we have very little drop basically from our exhaust elbow down to where we want to hit our water lift muffler and then go overboard. So the original water lift muffler was oversized for this new engine and also mounted on the wrong side of the boat. So we're trying to find creative solutions here. And what we found that we think is going to work, Vetus makes this nice inline horizontal lay water lift muffler. And what's sweet about it is that you have a lot of options on how you can rotate the inlet and the outlet, as well as the two halves of the muffler as well to fit it in that custom location. And what we're doing here is definitely a custom install. Basically, we need to install this thing down right on the side of the septic tank. Not much room there, so any larger stuff could not fit. And we want to get her as low down as possible on the hard deck, so we have the maximum possible drop from our water lift muffler, from our exhaust elbow to the water lift muffler itself. So that's our challenge today, of just putting this thing in there and see how it fits. So, moment of truth. Oh, and we're just doing test fit right now, and there is a 3/4 inch plywood decking right there that we can remove. That's every inch counts in this situation. And as you can see, our fit is about as tight as she could possibly be.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room, plenty of room. But what we want to do, and yeah, we are, there's a little cleat that we're kind of sitting on there also. So I think we can drop her, an additional 3/4 to an inch maybe as well. And then we'll figure out what rotation actually looks best for us. We're thinking kind of something along this line, I believe. And what we get is, it's not gonna be much drop, but we're gonna have more or less just a horizontal slight down angle sweep coming down to the water lift muffler here. And then from there, it should be fairly straightforward. We can connect. We have plenty of room to work with in the back here, where the original exhaust came up and did a nice high gooseneck. So we're gonna tie our 3-inch exhaust into the old existing 4-inch exhaust at that point, and then let her go via gravity over the edge. So perfect. I think this is a solution that's gonna work, Mike. Miles are
Gobs of room.
Gobs of room.
Is there a cleat? Or is it
yep, just a little cleat sitting there. All right, Scallywags. So upon closer investigation and actual fitting of the object, this collar is just a little bit too wide to make it through our existing gap between the black water tank and the bulkhead, basically. So
it's a boat thing.
It's a boat thing. We're not going to let this stop us. It does look like we actually have a couple inches of leeway with our poo tank. So we're going to slide it a good inch, unfasten it, and then slide it another inch to port here, and that's going to give us our horizontal clearance. And then again, we have that 3/4 inch plywood that's underneath it as a base. We're going to go ahead and whack a chunk of that out of there also and gain another 3/4 inch vertical. Again, every inch counts. Winning by inches. All right, so here she is again, sitting in place. We just lowered her in here the other week so we could really get a good look and an idea of all the projects that we didn't think of originally. So number one is we wanted to set it in here so we can mock up our engine mounts. So we're gonna be going in with some 2-inch G10 that we're gonna glue in for those front mounts, bring the forward portion of the engine up. That's gonna make our alignment all happy. And as well as, all the other connections we're gonna need to make. So we wanna pull this guy out of here, get our bilge pumps done, all that stuff that's gonna be very hard to access once the engine goes in for its final resting. In addition, as we were looking at how everything's gonna connect up, we noticed the original engine was just fly-by-wire. It just had an electronic throttle back here. And we like to go with mechanical throttle to be able to hit this guy. So we're gonna be running a new Morse cable, a new push-pull cable, come land on this guy and head up to our new throttle control up in the cabin there. So lots of projects.
Let's go take a look up there.
Hi, Art.
Well, you know, it's a boat thing.
Yeah.
Modify some more. What do we got going on up here, Matt?
Well, here we are at the the captain's chair in the Lady M, and we were just getting a preliminary look at what we're gonna have to do for hooking up our new control panel, throttle, shifter, etc. So what's happening is originally, again, we had fly-by-wire controls for the throttle, and the only display previously was just a little Yanmar, 4" by 4" little multi-function display there. And then there was another little Garmin display that was right in this one. So we started looking at it and going, oh my gosh, are we even gonna have room to put our new panel? The gods are good. It looks like by, maybe a 1/4 inch, we should clear horizontally, and, we might have 1/2 inch vertically. So lucky on that one. So we'll be moving those ones out, installing this panel right where those were. And then, of course, our old control, which was mounted over here, as you can see, it had fly-by-wire that we're going to be replacing with a Morse cable. Just so it's like the shifter, keep it mechanical on both the throttle and the shift. So that's the plan. It's never easy. Every step of the way, there's going to be a new surprise, and that's why we love what we do, because it's always interesting. So stick with us. Check us out on the next one.
Welcome to the Scallywags, located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, where Skagit Valley College has been training technicians since 1968. If you are looking for industry certification and the skills to work in maritime, this is the place to visit. Our staff will share so much knowledge and experience, you will not be disappointed. The workforce demand is very high, and all of our graduates are working around the world. If this sounds interesting to you, schedule a tour and come check us out.